Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, I wanted to talk about a little bit more deeper into the books that we were talking about. Again, I'm not a teacher. I am a student of Theosophy, a pupil, if you will. I study these, and I found that they have changed my life so significantly so that I feel it would be irresponsible for me not to share them with you. I'm not looking for followers. I don't care about the views. I'm not tripping on any kind of me. It's not about me. It is about the teachings. And I believe that in my life, I was a radio and television presenter. I did radio most of my life. So I'd like to lend my voice to something more purposeful than a Led Zeppelin lineup. So let's get to it. So I can edit these and I can kind of mic myself, stuff like that. But anyway, I feel it's important to share this information with you, especially in this day and age when we have the technology to be able to get these off of the dusty shelves and into the hands and into the world because of technology. So let's go. So that's what this channel is all about. And people have asked, how are you going to fund this? You know, people like my husband. It's like, well, what about making money? Well, I voice some of these texts and I will sell those at a very moderate price. So therefore, I am performing a service that can be purchased, and then I don't feel so bad about spending my time doing these because I cannot be, and I am not the progenitor or originator of these teachings. They are as old as time itself. Okay, so I wanted to get that out of the way. This isn't about it's all about me. It's not about me. It's about you, and it's about when I apply these teachings, I have found such vast improvements and something very worthy and something very important. So that's where, and as deep as I come into the picture. So Theosophy on earth is like the white ray of the spectrum, and every religion only one of the 7 prismatic colors. I think this is going to show it backwards. We have a power outage today, so I couldn't print off my things, but I think it's still going to be backwards. Anyway, it's signed by Helena Petrovna Blavatsky. Well, it's not signed, but she wrote these down. She wrote down quite a bit. And some of the most important theosophical teachings of the last 2,000 years. She is a scribe. Some people want to make her the, all holy one, and that's not the case. These teachings have been around since the beginning of time. And is it a religion? Well, in this book that you see, that I hold this up a lot, this is my tattered copy of The Key to Theosophy, also written down by HPB. But remember, these teachings date back as far as the history of mankind. You can go all the way back to Egypt to Greece, to ancient Africa, and then beyond. So, and then Atlantis, if you'd like. I was going to read a couple things out of these books just so we can get started, and I highly recommend you getting a copy yourself. You can find PDFs for free online. I'll include links in the video little thing down below and on my blog. Okay. Hang on. It's time. Here we go. They barely work as it is. Here we go. Look like Mrs. Claus. All right. Theosophy and its doctrines are often referred to as a newfangled religion. Is it a religion? That's a question. This is a question and answer book. The Theosophist says it is not. Theosophy is divine knowledge or science. And then the inquirer asks, what is the real meaning of the term Theosophy? Divine wisdom. It is Theosophia, or wisdom of the gods, or theogonia, genealogy of the gods. The word theos means God in Greek, one of the divine beings. Certainly not God in the sense attached to our day-to-day term, the way we say God. This is not the God that they mean in the word Theosophy. Okay, so it is not wisdom of God, but it is translated as divine wisdom, which is possessed by the gods. The term is thousands upon thousands of years old. So it did not originate with Blavatsky. There are a lot of people, this is pure stuff, this is really good stuff. Highly recommended study, but it is not the only, because no one can have a monopoly on the absolute, period. Katherine Tingley, I really like some of her writings as well. I was going to share with you a quote. She writes, okay, it's not a religion, but it is the foundation of many of the world's religions. And it is really a universal understanding of science, philosophy, nature, and spirituality. Okay, Katherine Tingley writes, Theosophy was once the universal religion of mankind, and it is destined to be the universal religion of the future. Even now, its great principles are permeating thought and action everywhere. And everywhere the most advanced mind are looking forward to the idea of a universal religion as humanity, that's with an H, big capital H, as humanity's one hope. So, I don't know. These are things that I thought we might just touch on today. I was going to do just a little quick video. To get these teachings out there, I think it is of utmost importance to share and reflect. Please comment down below if you wish. Start your own channel. Read these teachings and writings and ancient wisdoms on your own and apply them. Because it isn't about the memorization of these books. And we can go through, I'd like to go through this whole thing with you, actually. I'd like to go over this with you. And we can study together. I've had people ask, well, what is your point to this? This isn't about me. But I have found that there are people that are involved in these teachings that if you dig deep enough, there is a hierarchical structure of power. And I have noticed that there are people that are somehow more important than others. And I don't believe that that's the case. So therefore, when I do these videos and I do these teachings and I do these studies, so I can't say teachings to you. I teach them, they're lessons to myself, unto myself. I keep it simple, just myself, because then any of the corruption only takes place within me. And if there is any learning to be done, it takes place within me. So there's a humility by staying a student and always staying a student. You will find, if you dig deep enough, when you see these amazing writings come through, that there are people behind them. And this is just crushing to find out. There are people behind them that it literally is about them as individual human personalities. And that is not the case. These teachings belong to everybody. They are equal. They belong to you. They belong to me. They have belonged to humanity since the beginning of time. So it is important that we study them as a united front and celebrate our differences with this common knowledge that has been around like an instruction manual for humanity since the beginning of time. So that's what I wanted to share today. And I love you very much. And I hope to, I'll see you again soon. Thank you.